Hey, yo, well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Well, today I want to focus on character, how you treat people, how you how you handle certain situations. Do you scream at people? Do you are the type of person that people don't like being around sometimes, or are you the type of person that you always you just don't, that you just stuck up, you just basically, you ever meet people like that you just don't like talking to other people, they're just looking at people like they're strange and like there's something wrong with them? Well, today I'm gonna focus on that, just character. And I was looking at some YouTube videos, and I'm noticing when I hear some people talk about their relationships, I'm noticing people sometimes they talk about what they bring to the table. Now, I hear people talk about bringing to the table, like, well, I make about 100,000 a year. I hear people talking about, well, I live up in Maui, and I live up in Bel Air, and I have a little mini mansion, and I have a little mansion in Long Island, New York, and I hear a lot of talk about just what they bring into the table. And I'm hearing people talk about, well, do have my MBA, and I'm making six figures per year, and I'm hearing all this talk, but the one thing that I don't hear is how that person that they with, if they're in a relationship, how that person that they with make them feel. I don't hear, well, my partner has he's with me, and we're together, and we've been married for a long time. But one thing I can say, we're compatible, and he has great character about himself. I don't hear that talk. I don't hear that. I don't hear the talk of a reciprocity. I don't hear that. I don't hear that talk. I don't hear that talk. And and I look at that, and I'm like, man, sometimes the focus and the this is why people get divorces too, because divorce and they break up because they focus on sometimes the wrong things. Sometimes, they focus on how much money I bring to the table, and how much, which is important. I'm not saying money is not important, but there's other factors that plays into building a good, solid relationship too. There's integrity, there's character. How does that person make you feel when you're with them? How does your partner make you feel that you're with them, that you're married to, or you're dating? Are you happy to be around them? Are they your best friend? Or is this somebody that you just using, or somebody that you're with, and you're just hoping that you gel good together because you mesh well because of finances, or you're just comfortable in the possession, or you're just comfortable in the security of just being comfortable, but you're not happy with them, but you're just comfortable. Let's talk about that. And that is, sometimes that is not the focus when you hear people talk about their relationships. Sometimes it's not the focus. It's more about what I have, and it's more about what I possess, and with my accomplishments. But what about how you treat people day in and day out? When certain situations happen, you're in certain situations, and certain problems come up. Do you scream and holler at them, or do you wait to hear the whole story and then you approach them, because in a decent manner? Because it's all about the approach. Even when you hear about situations when it comes to law enforcement and individuals, sometimes it's all about the approach. How you approach that person can it all matters. It all matters how you approach that person. That can deploy the whole plot of the story, how it goes from there. Now, even when it comes to, let's talk about it now. Going to church now, folks that worship the Lord. Some folks, I have to say some, not every, so some people, they just don't, they just don't show that they're worshiping God, but this way, but this how they have Christ in them. You can see Christ in them. You can see Christ in how they treat people. They don't have to say it with their lips. It's not just lip service, but it's how they treat people Sunday to Sunday. You don't have to just give them, you don't have to give people money, but it's how you treat me. How you treat me. how you treat somebody. You don't hear people talking about reciprocity. You don't hear people talking about character so much. And those things are the elements of building a healthy, good relationship. Whether you're married or you're dating, those things are important. Now let's go into the scripture. The live word of the day is the integrity of a upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. You know what the word duplicity means? Their intentions, their intentions are not good. Their intentions are not good. They have ulterior motives, and their intentions are not good. Well, this is Zaccheus with the live word of the day, coming out of Proverbs chapter 11, verses 3. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. This is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Be safe out there. And if you want more content, subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. Also, if you want to hear my music too, gospel soca music, it's underneath the description too. God bless. This is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Peace and blessings.